Resolving an issue with our HUD, but in the meantime, you've got good old CS2's default to look at with your eyeballs. No eyeballs left for exertion, though.
twistzz did just hear the footsteps running across, and now Jimpat needs to hold the line against 4.
Ooh, Big Jimmy, hot, but unfortunately on this one, burns up from the heat of the Molotov, falls out of fashion, and leaves Heroic with a 3 versus 1 advantage. twistzz is being flanked as well. 2 dualies in his hands. But as he realizes it's about to be swung on, turns tail and hits the dome of twistzz, absolutely ruining him with a single bullet. Response back from niko is good though. Towards Donut. Ooh, looked like he was attempting to block the smoke there. It lands a little bit deep, so he can play on the edge. Loses out on the gunfight though. They are being flanked by exertion. He's good in these sort of situations. It's where you want him. No one clears the flank either. Ooh, a double dink onto Nerds. Shuts him down this time. And now they're setting themselves up for the retake. 3-on-3 to try and command respect.
Yeah, some beautiful spray transfer there. And also, knowing there's only a few bullets left in the magazine, taps the second player down. There is a flank in position, though. Shui gets one, but he's going to get shut down now from the back. The Galil spray a little bit labored, but gets the damage done. But now Shush finds himself in a 1-on-2, and they know exactly where he is. The bomb is planted for this position. He needs to go out and peek this one. They line up. He does neutralize the diffuser. He's going to win the round off that basis. That's so unfortunate.
It's been enjoyable to watch their development. A lot of potential stars for the future as well. Xertion being one of them. Great guy on and off the server. This time, back to basics with control of lane. Testing the waters outside of cave, but twistzz has finally been able to pick up his signature weapon. The scope is there, playing on the angle, waiting for the peak to come in from twistzz. Meanwhile, a quick trade as kxan claps back on Brolin, and he'll be taken down on ramp. So the bleed into B is going to be planting seeds of doubt in the minds of the CTs.
So anything here is just a nice bonus. 30 seconds. Shui's going to get peaked in just a moment. kxan gets that timing. He'll get punished, but it should be a 1-point trade. No, Shui gets 2 from that. And damage down onto Shush, who's going to get repelled on. Oh, the spray's horrific from Exertion. You expect so much better from him, but he's weakened down to 4 HP. Shush should not have a chance of clutching this round. Goes in for the plant and gets neutralized, but
twistzz, he's lurking inside of his own smoke towards lane. Shui, he's been good at defending cave previously. This time he's baited out, and it's a 1-for-1 pick for either side.
Being in this kind of position may not be good enough. Roland spray finally gets his man at the cost of a lot of his HP. Down to 27, he will fall. Shush is making noise over on A. That can draw away 2 rotations it is. Both Jimpat and Brolan going to be making moves. twistzz needs to nail these shots and gets the first. And now they can transfer those rotations back over onto the site. It will allow Shush to start to make a move onto Catwalk, but the advantage now in firm hands of the CTs.
niko's Molotov will burn twistzz off the angle. Nice lineup, good execution. Both sides blocked off here. twistzz testing the waters, seeing the head there. Flashbang was barely fading as well. Let's see if it affects him on a peak. Shush walks out, crouch walking into it, giving the AWPer an advantage. niko needs to peek quickly, but it's not swift enough. He could have a freebie on his hands here. They're going to split up and peek at the same time, you'd imagine, if they do actually want to go round a corner on this. But they second guess it. They back off. It's just Shush, and he clears it perfectly. This man's been playing his pre-fire, knows the angle, and puts another notch on the belt as Jimmy's gone towards A main. So you've got a lot of space to work with now. 2 CTs towards either side, and they're baited into the A play.
Nice shot from twistzz, and he's able to escape as well with tons of health. Roland's smoke is going to help matters. He's had a very good game so far. Post plant in. Roland will be leading the push with 108 ADR to his name. twistzz playing anti-flash. Not affected by that. Knows a player around the corner, but Roland still gets 2 from that position. twistzz and Nerds both sent packing. To get 2 from that is outrageous, and he's picked up a 3rd as well. He is cooking on gas, and that's an easy retake in the end and a simple defuse.
Going straight into the bomb site. The pain train is arriving. Ooh, but it's been derailed as Brolin knocks them straight off the tracks. Battles back with the AK, supported by his teammates that are slaying onto Heroic 1 by 1. Shui goes running in through the smoke, peppers the body as well.
kxan taking quite a bit of damage, but he's going to be rushing in with the Mac 10, and Shui's down, but Jimpat answers back. Make sure that advantage doesn't last for too long. That has forced the T's on the back foot for a little bit. They were anticipating a push. In the meanwhile, though, there is a player up close. That's Exertion in the smoke. This could be a pretty important moment because they know he's here, but he still managed to wiggle his way around the back of twistzz and shuts him down.
twistzz, near miss on the follow-up shot. That's the bomb carrier as well. Brolin walks off. Ooh, Exertion knows. All the audio for free. Should have won that fight any day of the week, Vince. This is looking terrifying now as niko keeps getting opportunities. Jimmy will best him, but that could have really gone down a slippery slope quite quickly. At least Nerds trades it back. 40 seconds left on the clock as well.
Anubis against Forza has a chance now to show us his clutching capabilities, but twistzz pushes through the Molotov. Like they were losing rounds they should be winning. They were getting really close in rounds that should have been straightforward. Kixan decides, screw this noise, I'll just get aggressive and get 2 entries. And just like that, Heroic have a golden opportunity to win their first round in 7, but Jimpat is keeping the dream alive alongside Exertion. They both double up. A 3v5 suddenly turns into shush against 2. How if Heroic let this one slip again?
Going to leave himself with limited time here, Vince. When finally going for the plant, he'll only have a few seconds to commit.
And that Molotov's not going to help matters. It actually gives him an even faster rotation before the plant even begins. They know he has to stick onto this one. So they're going to be up close. They're going to be personal as well. First frag goes down. Oh, shush! The transfer of dreams for the second. Tons of time left in his career. As the smokes come down, twistzz is on the wrong side of that one, but he can at least pull the trigger a few times and see if those speculative shots can connect. Nothing really too significant. And a post-plant will be coming through. This will be very difficult for the CTs. They do have a smoke and a flash, but no kit. So time becomes of the essence as that fuse ticks away. And now the smoke's starting to clear.
USP's punishing right now as they're singing a very sweet song for the CT side. Shui trying his best to brutalize them with the Glock. It can't be done. Jimmy dives through the smoke, but one by one, all of the connections. Bombardment of Hey Cheese, flanked from the back, could be lethal though. Everyone's blind, dazed and confused, and it'll be the AKs that seem to be abusing for now. 3 frags picked up in quick succession, bringing the CTs down to just a single MP9 and an M4. Forced to cascade back. niko's on a rotate round towards the A site. Meanwhile, lurking inside a cave, that'll be Kixan. They go back up through lane. Clearing CT as well. Hefty connections, Vince. And it makes the world of difference. They've actually brought this into a level playing field. 1 apiece, all on the solo dolos. Perfect utility to smoke that molly as well. He can push ahead of it. twistzz, paranoid about where he's got to. Fully commits onto the bomb, taps it to draw the face. niko, he bypasses it, peeks in, but can't deliver the deathly blow.
And really apply the pressure to Uruk. Super important round. An Exertion exploding out with Brolan on the repeat on Catwalk, shutting down mid-control. And so far, this force buy yielding nothing in return.
From the Ram, Shush walks in with the auto shotty and takes a bite cleanly out of twistzz. So he at least gets an upgrade. AK now in the palms, walking back towards the bomb site as well. Could be gifted a bit of a 1v1 here. If they don't play together, they're going to be playing right into him. And they're all lining up, Vince. One by one, they are gifting them 3 fights that the CTs have an advantage in. And they take us down to just a raw 2-on-2.
Questionable decision making. I think maybe miscommunication on the approach there. It's the only thing I can think of. Is peaking 1 by 1 it's suicide against this kind of a buy. And now twistzz goes from strength to strength, from kill to kill. And there's no one on the catwalk that can deal with him. Whereas Brolan's had a lot of success there before. He's a bit too deep. He does get the pick on Kixan though and backs away.
It's felt like the T's have played into the hands of the CT side here. The Molotov burning brightly. Lots of damage done. Jimmy lucky to bypass the last tap of the Molotov. One more tick and he would have been a dead man. Instead, niko turns up. He sharpened the scythe, but can he swing it in the right direction? Flash over the top, strikes onto 2. Quick flick for the 3rd as well. And the Grim Reaper salvages the situation at B.
That's beautiful play from niko. It does feel like this may be their last opportunity though. And twistzz is going to have no chill, pushes into smoke with his compadre. They get the kill, and they back away. Aggression out of Donut as well. The damage has certainly been inflicted, not just for the kill, but also the health bars.
Open angle towards CT though, and that's exactly where twistzz is tucked in. Doesn't even need to peek first. Kixan has some good footwork to strike against Jim. Strike onto the bomb site as well as twistzz pushes it. twistzz only quick for one shot, can't recock the AWP in time.
Of the tower. Unfortunately, that tower has weak foundations and is being exploited. But Jimpat nullifying nuts with the grenades alongside it. twistzz, not for the first time, goes out for that cave peek and gets success. So again, these even trades back and forth, but exertion through the panels and the smoke will take down twistzz, and in the process, niko now up close to seeing this shadow of Jimpat around the corner. niko, who's been so good in this half, is going to be put down by the Fin, and in doing so, MOUZ have the advantage, but not for long. Aggression from Sjuush this time, 2-on-2 with tons of time left on the clock, but no control over the bomb with these. But it's going to come down to the trading. And considering that xantares is alive, he's had a pretty solid game so far, but more importantly, Sjuush, who's been on point, albeit on low HP, is alive. That could be a problem. xantares spots the shadow of Shui and dices up his shoulder. Spray's not there against twistzz though, and Sjuush realizes he doesn't have the time for this one. He's going to get shut down from twistzz the second he comes around this corner. Surely he's a dead man. Indeed he is. Oh, xantares, the flash is wrecked him, but he still wins the fight. How is that possible? Brolan. Oh my goodness. Those are the kind of expectations you have of him after that first half, and it's just went begging. The smoke doesn't fully plume, and that catches Sjuush off guard. The twistzz are going to just shake off that first trade. They're going to just force the plant down. And with so many bodies in this bottleneck, they could line up and get sprayed down. Tons of damage. They've now been funneled away from the CTs. Even as a post plant, and the twistzz have the advantage. They're so low on health.
Oh, what is happening? Jimmy on a repeat as the smoke dissipates. He strikes onto twistzz. Low HP, Vince. One by one, they're vaulting across the bomb site, and time's ticking away. niko, he's had some unbelievable clutches, but now he's left in a 1v1. The pre-fire from Zershan, giving the game away, but keeping his attention on him. Nuts. Oh, the defender of Donut strikes onto the first man. The off angle for the shotty though, Vince. Needed to cut its way through twistzz, but it wasn't good enough. Didn't hit hard enough as they fall, losing 2 players quite quickly. This has developed into a 3 versus 3 retake. niko on his lonesome, on his own, tackling towards the lip of Temple, gets swung on by Shui and falls. It's all down to twistzz and xantares now.
They're in such rough positions as well. That nade's going to give everything away. It's a comfortable spray. And although xantares may stand his ground, he doesn't really have time. He doesn't really have the HP bar to justify this. He's going to go for the full defuse, but there is Brolan. I have to think so. And on the other side, Hiroka are going to be in their own heads. I have to try and somehow, like, just shake that off. Oh, Brolan's having zero chill. You try and shake it off, and he just shuts you down through the smoke. But, I mean, that same play has happened so many times. It hasn't resulted necessarily in a kill, but Brolan just seems to have a sixth sense for when the best time to spray is. niko now comes out with one, but that won't be good enough as he gets traded out. And it's very much the same situation as they find themselves in that previous round. Mid-control, comfortable for the twistzz. They smoked off most of the bottlenecks, and now they can turn their attention over onto B side, and only xantares is here alone to stand off against 4.
Spamming through the smoke, xantares hoping some of these will land right on target. No blessing here. A lot of ammunition being used as well from these silenced M4s. Down to just 43 in reserve there. Nuts has arrived on the scene with a big M4, barking at them to see if he can deal damage. Peppering into the smoke will work well to at least deal some damage onto xantares. Trades are found one by one.
That's very true. Oh, this time, okay, slight difference, but it's the same outcome as twistzz. She lines them up for a collapse. And xantares and twistzz decide, like, listen, we've been pushed back and bullied by Brolan. Let's take the initiative and push out. They get the kill, and then everything goes pear-shaped.
Problem is, the timing's going to be a bit awkward in all this. Tons of audio cues being transferred as well. And they've only got 20 seconds. If Zershan falls here in cave, which he now has, going down to niko, you're leaving yourselves on a nice edge. They have to run into it. They can't dilly-dally. They can't waste time. Shui, with the shot through the smoke, takes him down, but that's the bomb drop. That should be the round cooked with it. No chance for recovery on this one, unless they take the fight. Hitting the head, the flank was late. It's lucky. Would actually help you so much. Ooh, okay, timing's good though. twistzz controlling cave at least for the first. Can he stay alive though? That's the important question. Really can't afford to just be another free frag gifted over. Some risks being taken, Vince, but they're somewhat paying off. niko does peek back in for seconds though. Overconfident, perhaps, as he falls to Xerxion's AK spam. And Shush is ready for Jimmy. Close quarters engagement. MP9 will not deliver. Block knocked off. Oh, stand and deliver for Brolin, though, as he turns and burns his way through twistzz. Down to another clutch now. 2v2.
Yeah, 2-on-2. There is a kit, but only a smoke between the two of them. Maybe can trade up on the approach. But Brolan is waiting to make sure that Jimpat has the angles covered for this rotation and that crosshair placement. The knowledge of what the calls come through, and more importantly, he can't see what we can. So you know, just toss down the smoke onto the site, going for that full defuse, hope for the best. Spray, cross his fingers, spray comes through. Oh, he so nearly had that. It was 0.2 seconds on the defuse.
Through 2-0 with just a best of 3 ahead of them. A best of 3 to make it to the RMR. The opening frag is found as Shui spams and stakes claim towards lane.
Effort. It just seems like this is falling into place, falling into the pockets of MOUZ. It's been a nail biter, it's been a back and forth encounter, and maybe it's not done just yet as niko nearly gets 2. Brolan surviving on 12. It looked like that bullet hit him in the head. He does get finished off by Shush, but they still trail by a player. Although Shui is low, that smoke that's now been deployed allows him and his teammate to make moves onto the site. Shush is waiting and anticipating a potential push through the smoke and has Nertz alongside him. Smoke down onto the double doors, I believe that is. So Shui's now going to push in. This could be his demise. The timing is so brutal for Shush as he turns his side. He gets killed from Shui, and now Nertz on 17 has the weight of this match on his shoulders, and he will not be able to deliver a clutch.